Hey Avneesh, good to have you back. Let's continue our talk AI in
Yeah.
healthcare.
Hi, Dr.
Right. So
Jaideep. Thank you so much.
we talk so much about AI, and we are all very positive, right? We are the optimists. But is there something that we need to be careful about when we are implementing AI in healthcare?
Definitely, Dr. Jaideep, you have asked a very pertinent question. And I always say that in AI in healthcare, there should always be promise, but with caution. And I don't know, sir, I think you only told me this that the car that runs fast is not because of the accelerator, it's because of the brakes. So we need to have proper brakes in place when we develop such a fast car like AI. So one of the most important things which I'm worried about and I would like to bring to the forefront is AI bias. Because we as human species are like full of cognitive biases. If you go for a list, you will find more than 200 biases that are fed into our brains. And so whatever data we collect, whatever data we have, it's all, we have to assume that it is biased. So when we are putting the same biased data into AI, we will get biased AI algorithms. And in case of healthcare, this can be very harmful to the patient and to the entire system because AI has a property of amplifying things. So if there is bias in AI, so that will also get amplified. And our first dictum in healthcare is first do no harm. So I think we should be very careful of that and develop AI on the same line. I would like to know your thoughts, like on other important areas which we should be aware of while developing AI for healthcare.
Definitely, Avneesh. As you rightly said, bias in the data collection and the data annotation does create some kind of difference. But the other difference is AI has the potential to even increase the so-called digital divide. It has the potential to reduce the divide, but also has the potential. So we really need to be careful when we are talking about this. The other great thing is, the ethical aspect of AI, as in, are we really helping the people or helping the conglomerates which are creating AI? Is it really a good clinical judgment which is coming out of the AI systems? Does that really make proper healthcare policy? So those are ethical issues. And surprisingly, AI has a huge impact on the ecosystem and the environment. Are we really doing green AI? And that's something also which we really need to, talk about. So, I,
Definitely, we should be responsible and we should think about the future generations as well as we develop these tools. So I really agree with you, Dr. Jaideep, on this sustainability issue. We should develop sustainable AI as well.
so what do you think about the privacy? Because everything is big data, and we are just taking the patient's data. And where does privacy stand in all this?
In the digital world, I think maintaining privacy is a very difficult thing to do. Talking is easy, but when your information becomes bits and bytes, it's very easy to get transferred across the internet and through the wire. But having said that, I think it is very important because privacy breeds trust. So if we want to have a trustworthy AI system for our patients, for our providers, then we have to put privacy at the forefront. No matter how difficult it is, we have to find out ways to do it. I think the DPDP Act by the Indian government is a very good step in this direction by clearly defining data ownership and who is using the data and in what capacity, and who has the onus of maintaining the privacy, so to say, for the data. I think setting responsibility and onus is the most important thing when you start talking about privacy as a whole. So that is my take, but would like to know more from you as well.
Definitely, data privacy is there, and data security, and we hear all these horrible stories about people stealing data, PII, and the DPDP Act. Yes, it is fresh, and it will take a few months probably for us to really get used to it and accept it in our day-to-day work, in the way we design our programs, and the way we think about patient privacy and security, something which the Europe has been doing for some time with GDPR, and the US has its own laws. And yes, bit new, but we have always been aware. We have always been GDPR compliant in India too, and we will take this forward. So thank you once again, Avneesh. Great talking to you. See you all in the next one soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.